Italian Grand Prix has been a mainstay of the Formula One World Championship for 70 years. The inaugural race in 1950 at Monza was won by Alfa Romeo's Giuseppe Farina. Alberto Ascari took the first of Ferrari's wins here in 1951, repeating in '52. The 1953 race was the first of Juan Manuel Fangio's Italian Grand Prix victories, but his Maserati only won after a last corner crash. In 1955, Monza's banking was used for the first time. Fangio claimed his third Italian Grand Prix success, after which Mercedes withdrew from F1 and wouldn't return for 55 years. Stirling Moss won 3 times for 3 different makes: Maserati, Banwell and Cooper. There was tragedy in 1961 as Ferrari's title contender Wolfgang von Trips was killed, along with 14 spectators. The bank circuit wasn't used for F1 in 1962, when Graham Hill won, and an attempt to bring it back in '63 was abandoned when drivers said it was too dangerous. Ferrari's Italian Grand Prix winners in the 1960s were Phil Hill, John Surtees and Ludovico Scarfiotti. Jim Clark was the star of 1967 when he came back from a lap down to lead after a puncture, but a faulty fuel pump cost him the win to Honda's Surtees, who just pipped Jack Brabham. Jackie Stewart won an amazing race in 1969, where the top 4 drivers were covered by 0.2 of a second. Tragedy struck in 1970 when Jochen Rindt was killed in practice. He would become Formula One's only posthumous world champion. In 1971, BRM's Peter Gethin won the closest finish in F1 history by 0.01 seconds over Ronnie Peterson. Chicanes were installed for 1972 to slow the cars down, and Emerson Fittipaldi became F1's youngest champion at the age of 25 for Lotus. Clay Regazzoni won twice for Ferrari in 1970 and 75. Peterson won 3 Italian Grand Prix, 2 for Lotus and 1 for March. But in 1978 he died following an accident on the run to the first corner. In 1980, the event moved to Imola for the first and only time, won by Nelson Piquet's Brabham. Piquet is a 4-time winner of this race, also adding 2 wins with Williams to his brace with Brabham. The 1988 race became F1 folklore as Ferrari scored a 1-2 in the first race after Enzo Ferrari's death. Gerhard Berger led home Michele Alboreto after race dominator Ayrton Senna was taken out while lapping Jean-Louis Schlesser's Williams with 2 laps to go. Nigel Mansell won an exciting race in 1991 after a duel with Senna, while Michael Schumacher made his Benetton debut, finishing 5th. Johnny Herbert scored a shock win for Benetton in 1995 as Schumacher was taken out by Damon Hill. Schumacher scored his first Italian Grand Prix victory in 1996 for Ferrari and would win 4 more to set a new record. In 1999, Mika Häkkinen crashed out of the lead and famously wept in the bushes. A fire marshal, Paolo Ghislimberti, was killed in 2000 following an opening lap pileup. Juan Pablo Montoya was a winner for Williams and McLaren. Rubens Barrichello won the Italian Grand Prix 3 times, twice for Ferrari and once for Brawn. Fernando Alonso won for McLaren and Ferrari. Sebastian Vettel became F1's youngest ever race winner in 2008, Scuderia Toro Rosso's only race win, before adding 2 more with Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton matched Schumacher's record for 5 wins in 2018. His first victory here coming with McLaren in 2012. Lewis couldn't stop Charles Leclerc from winning in 2019, Ferrari's 19th Italian Grand Prix win of the World Championship era.